This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised as some cases contain graphic content. We mean no disrespect to anyone we discuss in this podcast except our exes. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. However, we will be expressing our personal opinions. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia.
And I'm Wes, and this is Love and Luminol, True Crime Podcast.
Woo.
We back. I think.
We didn't miss a week.
We didn't.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are in order.
We're on a roll. Aren't you ready for today?
What we got?
We got Mary Vincent.
Mary Vincent.
Ever heard of it?
I have not. And it's the same answer every time.
Usually
I have not.
No? Because
I
you
have
heard of
not.
one.
Yeah.
I forgot what
OJ.
one it was. Yep. OJ. Duh. I thought there was one other yeah, but I didn't remember the details.
Well, a while back we did the hate crimes case, and I knew a couple of those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was something else you said. It sounded familiar, but I just didn't know all the
Was it one
details.
of the moms that wiped their kids out, probably?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. Anyway, you said Mary Vincent.
Yep. Let's get into it.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Well, I don't think you can notice since I have a jacket on, but there's no bars.
She got a bars out. She got her bars out. She going out to bars.
Hopefully. No. But, yeah, so no mechanical parts anymore. Just working on getting my movement
No
back.
more Robo Cynthia.
Nope. Now, it's just
Now she's just trying to get her
getting my movement back.
movement back.
Earn my money. Oh, Lord.
Earn your money. What?
He's like, what?
What job you doing where you got to earn money with your wrist movement?
You don't want to know. He's like,
Well, thank you for joining us on the very last episode of Love and Luminol.
typing.
Sure.
Well,
Anyway,
he says.
what we got? Mary Vincent.
Mary Vincent. An older case, so that may be one reason why you haven't heard of it. But it is well known.
Okay.
Sort of. She was 15 years old. And there's a picture of her right there. So you can see by the picture how old the case is.
Yeah.
But that is her. She grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Alrighty.
Her parents worked for the casinos.
Well,
that was
I mean,
pretty
that's
fun.
kind of the only
I
job
know.
in
I was going to
Vegas.
say in Las Vegas. What else you got? Ballet.
What are you going to do? You either working at a casino, a hotel, or a
Something.
restaurant. That's about all you got.
Yeah.
Or you're acting in a show.
The ones that dance around and take pictures with you and stuff.
That's the other one, a stripper.
A stripper.
And if you're on the outside of town, hooker.
I like to say,
Because it's legal out there.
Oh, gosh. Anyway. Someone told me a joke. The difference between a hooker and a hoe. Is that a hooker gets paid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
just
true.
heard the other day. I was like,
You just
what?
heard that the other day?
Yeah.
That's not even a joke. That's just
I thought it was like,
factual information.
I thought like a hooker was a prostitute and then a hoe was a slut.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what
But they do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just one gets paid for it. Technically, they both get paid for it in some way.
True.
But that's a whole nother episode.
Oh, boy. So September 29th of 1978.
All right.
Yeah.
This one's before me.
It was. Barely.
Not too many of them.
Not too
Not too many of them.
Oh,
These whippersnappers.
And Mary, when she entered her teen years, she began defying her strict parents and often skipped school. So she's got that teenager age and just kind of,
Yeah.
went through their little phase.
I'm just surprised there are strict parents in Vegas.
Right? That's all you got from that. You're like, what? She even left town with her boyfriend at one point.
Whoa.
Yeah. The couple lived out of her boyfriend's car for a summer in Sausalito, California. I think that's how you say that.
I just want to say that. Sausalito.
Sausalito, California. Until he was arrested for charges of raping a teenage girl. Dum-dum. Good sex. All right.
Wow. All righty then.
That didn't go well.
Was it her?
No, I think it was her.
Where was she when this was happening?
In high school, apparently. I don't know. Like, Lord.
Well, my girlfriend's in school. Gotta kill this time somehow.
Oh, my God. After his arrest, Mary headed south and briefly lived with an uncle in Soquel, California.
Sausalito and Soquel. SoCal.
SoCal? Okay. I was like, I know I don't think that's
SOCAL?
right. It's SOQUEL.
Oh, no. That's not what I was thinking.
So cool.
It's so
Soquel,
cool.
Soquel.
It's so cool.
So cool.
So cool, California.
We are horrible. Eventually, she heads to Corona to visit her grandfather. I knew that.
I know that
one. We knew that one.
We know Corona when we see one. The drink and the virus.
The drink and the virus.
I've had them both multiple times.
Lord. But she did the hitchhiking thing from SoCal to Corona. So I don't know how far that is, but she hitchhiked it, which is very dangerous.
It is. In the 70s, it's how you get into porn.
True, because of Lawrence Singleton, who is 50 years old. And check this guy out.
There we go.
He's a keeper.
Looks like a porn director.
I'd definitely get in the car if he pulled over. Like, oh, looks so friendly.
Well, that one looks like Frankenstein. Wait, wait, I'm just going to throw this out there. Your enhancing program?
Yeah. Thought his wrinkles were glasses?
Well, either that or it thought his glasses were wrinkles because it looks half glasses, half wrinkles. Like he's missing one half of his glasses. That's just weird.
Uh-huh.
And it really enhanced his facial hair on his chin.
Really did. And the brown streaks.
But not so much on his head.
No, really. But that's Mr. Lawrence, and he picked her up, offering her a ride.
I think you need to stop enhancing some of these photos.
Makes it worse.
I just want to see what these people actually look like.
It's so blurry you couldn't tell if he's a man or a woman.
Well, I could tell that's a man, but it looks like it's drawn, like it's a character in a novel.
It does. So he picked her up in his van. There's your sign. In Berkeley, California.
Berkeley, all right.
Yeah, if he pulled up to you in a van, would you get in with him?
It depends on how much candy you offer.
I mean, there's not enough candy in the world. He was a merchant seaman and claimed he was driving to Reno, Nevada.
He was doing something with his semen.
He said he could give her a ride to Los Angeles. Mary had 400 miles to hitchhike, so she got into the van.
Alrighty.
She's like, worth it. Lawrence was previously convicted of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and had a history of alcohol abuse. As you're going to see by his arrest.
See, that's a better picture, except for the one on the left.
Yeah. So it looks like someone slapped him. That's their imprint on his face. It does. So he was recently divorced from his second wife and estranged from his daughter. He must have been a real winner.
I'm looking at the name of that county. Stanislaus.
Stanislaus County.
It's the German Santa Claus. Stanislaus.
So. But Mary lit a cigarette after getting into Lawrence's van and sneezed. Like, everyone does. And Lawrence reached over and touched her neck, asking if she was okay. Like, if she's sick.
You okay?
And kind of the physical touch made her feel like something was off.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
But, they had quite a trip, so she drifted off to sleep, which I don't think I could have done.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Guy just randomly touched your neck and you're like, he's kind of weird, but I'm going to go ahead and sleep.
Yeah, 50 miles down the road.
That don't make sense.
No, but I couldn't have done it unless she was very, very tired from walking.
This was another time, people. Mm-hmm. It's another time. It's the 70s. Everybody's free and not caring.
Yeah. She offered to help him carry laundry at a stop along the way before nodding off. So she remembers she offered to help him carry stuff.
Okay.
When she woke up, she realized they were off course and heading back to Nevada.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Mary found a sharp stick in the van and pointed it at Lawrence. And she demanded he turn around and take her back to where she was going. So she just like, I'll shank you if you don't turn around. Like she's on it.
I thought she was going to start Harry Potter and Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah. And he apologized, saying he was, quote, just an honest man who made a mistake.
What? What was the mistake? Turning around and going back to Vegas?
Yes.
Oops, my bad. Must have made a wrong turn somewhere.
But at one point, Lawrence stopped the van to use the bathroom, and Mary got out to stretch her legs. When she bent down to tie her shoe, Lawrence hit her and beat her across the back of the head until she fell.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he attacked her.
How dare you talk about my driving.
Mm-hmm. He then sexually assaulted her and raped her.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told her not to scream or he'd kill her. And then he bound Mary's hands behind her back and drove for a while longer.
Damn.
Yeah, so he drove further down the street. Eventually he stopped, cut her hands free, and told her to drink some unknown alcohol from a plastic jug before continuing his assault. And then she passed out.
Sounds like Michael Jackson.
Right?
Jesus juice.
Jesus juice. But, oh my gosh, couldn't imagine. When Mary regained consciousness, Lawrence ordered her to lie on the edge of the road, and she begged him to set her free. And you didn't think it could get worse, but he replied to her, quote, "You want to be free, I'll set you free." He then took a hatchet he had hidden and severed both of her arms below the elbow.
Oh, shit.
So he chopped both her arms off. And then he kicked her down the embankment. Yeah.
The fuck?
So he chopped both her arms off and then he kicked her down the hill. Mm-hmm. Then he crawled down there and stuffed her into a concrete pipe that was draining from under a bridge and said, "Okay, you're free." Yeah, and then walked back up the hill and left her.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Horrible person. But she regained consciousness. Somehow, some way. I've been done for. I won't even. Like, I couldn't even. Oh. She was at the bottom of the ravine, naked, alone, and bleeding profusely, obviously. She's missing both arms. But somehow she miraculously walked 3 miles out of the culvert, which she later found out was called the Del Puerto Canyon.
Okay.
So for 3 miles she climbed, severed arms.
Wow.
She followed the sounds of a nearby highway and kept her arms raised to keep the bleeding at a minimum. So she just had them up to try to stop the bleeding a little bit. When she reached the freeway, the first vehicle that came across her sped away in fear. They're like, "Nope," and just kept going.
Like,
I don't know. Would you have
somebody
stopped?
running down the street with no arms.
Naked, no arms. Would you have stopped?
I want to think I would, but at the same time, you start thinking, well, maybe in the 70s, yeah. Now you might think that it's some kind of trap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, because I've heard it, I think last year it happened down from us. This girl was in the street trying to weigh people down to help her, and then there's a guy hiding like on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So the cops were out looking for him and stuff, so you never know. But I don't know. She was missing her arms, though, and naked?
I mean, that was probably hard to see driving. It probably just looked like somebody standing there naked with their, doing
T-Rex
something.
arms up? I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to tell, but...
True. I don't know, but I feel like I don't know.
In a moving vehicle, that might be hard to spot.
True. But a second couple did stop to help her.
Okay.
They wrapped her in linens from their car before driving her to a nearby airport. When they got there, they called an ambulance.
Okay.
And then Mary provided law enforcement with such a detailed description of her attacker that people immediately recognized the police sketch. So the police were like, I know who that is. From being arrested so many times.
Like, we know this guy.
But she was fit with prosthetics and returned to school. So I don't even know how. She was a strong one for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh. So she was very strong for her age.
Mm-hmm.
When Lawrence was arrested, she testified against him. Yep.
Alrighty.
She wanted to make sure he got to prison for a very long time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. He stated that Mary was a sex worker and denied he committed any crimes. Like, she don't even look like one.
I mean, regardless, even if she is a sex worker, it's okay to take a hatchet and chop off their arms.
He said someone else was also in the car and that Mary threatened him with false accusations. He even called her a, quote, $10 a night whore. So obviously he's just trying to piss her off.
Sure.
Because he's a dick. But despite his trash talk in open court, Mary stood up and testified against him. And the smart thing, she's a very smart girl. She only referred to him as, quote, my attacker. So she didn't even say his name or nothing. She just like, my attacker. I was looking at him the whole time. I was like, whoa. There was overwhelming evidence against him, so he was charged and convicted with kidnapping, attempted murder, and rape.
Alrighty.
So good. They slapped as much as they could on him. And that's her coming out of his sentencing. She walked out of court after Lawrence was able to make a quiet comment to her in passing. So when she was walking out, he kind of whispered at her.
Uh-huh.
He later stated that he said, quote, I'll finish this job if it takes me the rest of my life.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he was pissed. So it, of course, terrified her, as it would me.
Yeah.
She felt isolated at school and with her family. She moved as soon as she graduated from school. She took off. She became secretive about her life and location, so not a whole lot of people knew where she was, what she's doing.
Yeah.
She developed severe depression and an eating disorder, too.
Wow.
So she's really in a tough spot. She also later stated that she contemplated suicide. So she was at a low point. Yeah. Somehow, Lawrence was released after only serving 8 years and 4 months. So, of course, yeah, this did not help her anxiety and depression and all that at all.
I'll bet.
Because they just turned him out after 8 years. He was released on parole from San Quentin for good behavior.
Good behavior. They didn't chop anybody's limbs off or rape anybody while he was there, so let's let him out a little early.
Oh, God. I couldn't imagine. I'd be terrified. I'd be horrified. But he showed no remorse and claimed that he never committed a crime against Mary.
How did he get
out? Yeah.
How does he get out if he doesn't show any? Isn't that like a requirement to get out on like parole and stuff?
I would think so.
You have to show remorse and like they have to think that you're you I don't know, you've been rehabilitated in some way.
Yeah, he just walked in there. It's like
I didn't do shit.
I didn't do it.
Let me out. I've been good.
Oh my God. And they're like, okay.
Why not?
Oh my God. However, there's towns across California that refuse to allow him to live within their borders.
Know.
I don't know how they pulled that one off.
Oh no.
I don't even know how. Back in the 70s, I don't know.
Things are different.
I know. It's like when he goes to buy a house or rent, they're like,
no, sorry.
You're on the no rent sign. I don't understand.
It's like the no-fly list.
Like
You're on the no-live list here.
Like all these people were that pissed at him that they stood together. It's like, you can't come in our town.
No. Sorry.
Nice. He ended up spending the remaining of his parole at a trailer park in San Quentin under guard and curfew.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. He joined Alcoholic Anonymous group and stated he was sober.
All right. Well.
He stated he was a victim in the 1978 incident and sued Mary.
The fuck?
Sued her.
She's the one who missing her arms.
Right? He sued her. This bad. I don't know.
You broke my hatchet.
Oh my God, I hate him immensely. He claimed Mary threatened to accuse him of rape and threatened him with a stick. He claimed this was the reason he became violent and maintained mistreatment from the courts. This bit.
He became violent. He chopped her arms off.
Right?
That is not self-defense.
Oh my God.
That's ridiculous.
Can you imagine going to court fighting this as him? Like, you freaking idiot.
She threatened me with a stick, so I raped her and chopped her arms off. Seems valid.
Right? Yeah.
Hi, Patches.
Patches is like, what's happening? She'll continue. And what he put for, he sued Mary for, quote, forcible kidnapping for the purpose of robbery.
Wait, she kidnapped him?
Mm-hmm, to rob him.
Okay. That makes sense.
Dumbass, I know. But the courts, of course, dismissed it.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I would hope so.
It would concern me highly if they didn't.
They took that seriously.
Oh, God.
You mean to tell me this young lady right here that you chopped her arms off kidnapped you? Okay.
That's already been arrested for minor crap.
And you already went to jail for this.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
After parole, he moved back to Florida, his home state. So he's originally from Florida.
Oh, boy. So this guy's gonna show up in a man from Florida Google search, right?
Probably.
Man from Florida chopped off the limbs. Yeah, it's gonna show up.
But he was arrested in 1990 for petty theft.
At least he's going down in crimes. It's not as intense.
Oh, God.
Maybe he was rehabilitated.
Doubt it. He was sentenced to 2 years, but only served a fraction of the time.
Well, this guy's just lucking out.
Right. Go gamble. But February 19th, 1997, 20 years after his attack on Mary, Lawrence lured a young sex worker to his home.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep. Her name was Roxanne Hayes. He attacked her. Neighbors called the police after hearing concerning noises. So I'm sure they were concerning.
Mm-hmm.
But police showed up to find Lawrence covered in blood with Roxanne's dead body lying on the floor.
Oh, fuck.
So he was caught red-handed, literally.
Literally.
Yeah. So he couldn't dodge this one. Or sue Roxanne.
She kidnapped me.
Right.
My God.
He stabbed the mother of 3 in the chest multiple times. That is awful. But Mary came to testify against him at this trial.
Oh, shit.
For the second time. So she said, I'm making sure he pays for this one, too.
Wow.
Yep. I tell you, this girl is amazing.
She showed up as a character witness.
Yep.
Like, I know what this guy's like.
Yep, and that's him when they were taking him in. But, I mean, she came back to testify against him again. I don't even know how she could stand to look at him.
Mm-mm.
But yet come back and stand up against him. But her impact statement assisted in convicting him of murder.
Nice.
Yep, he was sentenced to death.
Oh, shit.
Yep, the max.
She finally got him.
Yep. So December 28th, 2001, at 74 years of age, Lawrence died from cancer on death row.
Oh.
I know, he didn't make it to the gallows, but there's his last mugshot before cancer.
You know
took
what's
him.
funny is the previous photo, the one where they're putting him in the car.
Yeah.
I just hear the voiceover, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dumb dog. Like I just hear a Scooby-Doo ending.
Yeah, the way he looked. But no, that one.
Wow.
I don't know how he dodged old Frankie, but Sparky, whatever.
Sparky.
But, old Sparky, but. Regardless, years after her recovery, Mary married, but later divorced a Tom Wilson. And I found this picture of them.
Aw.
Her and him. And the weird thing is, this pic has editorial rights available for sale, and the smallest file is priced at $175.
What?
$175 for the smallest size file of this.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Why?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, why would you?
Which is why we have the credit on there, so we don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to pay for it, that's where you're going to get it.
Yeah. I mean, it has the, what do they call that? Watermark on there and stuff.
Yeah. Why would anybody pay for this?
I don't know. I guess it gave you editorial rights if you bought it.
Okay.
Which, I mean, you can remove the watermark.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's weird. I was like, I don't get it, but that's what it was priced for. She had 2 sons. So she became a mom. There's one of them giving her a shoulder rub. In a 2003 interview, Mary said, quote, I remember being 4 years old and somebody asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said, I want to be a mother to the world. And then that was her on the interview. But she said that being a mother had gotten her through some very tough times.
John Walsh.
Yep.
The John Walsh Show.
So being a mother helped her out a lot through some tough times. When she was younger, she wanted to be a dancer. So, of course, you can imagine. However, part of her legs were used to reconstruct her arms.
Oh.
And it ended her dreams of dancing.
Oh.
So she wasn't able to dance anymore. However, she found another outlet in painting, drawing, and sketching. And she does amazing at it. You see there, she's sketching right there.
Huh.
Yeah, it's impressive. She's really good. I was like, that's amazing. Sad she didn't get to do her dancing, but she's definitely skilled in art.
Okay.
And then that's a picture of her now holding a picture of her before the incident.
Okay.
Yep. And that's the case of Mary Vincent.
Well.
It's not too bad. She survived. She was a fighter, dude.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's insane. But, so she's amazing. She's got 2 sons, and she draws and cooks and...
Well, that's just crazy, though. The guy, I don't know how they let that guy out so quickly.
I don't know how they let him sue her.
That,
Why they even
that's
filed the
worse.
papers. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can sue anybody for anything.
That
but
one worth the paper.
Whether it actually goes anywhere is separate. But whatever. I mean, they can't really stop him from suing. You can sue anybody.
True.
But it's just... That's insane that he would do that. Like,
I know, right? Why?
She kidnapped me. I'm suing. It's like, but you cut her arms off.
Right? And dragged her down there in the ditch naked. I'm like, oh, Lord. But anyway, she showed him, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So kudos to her.
Definitely. I love that she went back and was like, I'm going to testify on this other case.
Yep. She's like, every time you get arrested, I'm going to be there. Remind them.
That's good.
That is awesome. Well, there's your case.
All right. Well, I guess that's all for this time. If you liked what you heard or watched, feel free to like and subscribe. Go to loveandluminol.com if you want to check out other places to listen or watch this podcast. We also have contact form there. We're now adding all of the episodes moving forward there, so you'll be able to see what the episodes are beforehand There's news there. We'll let you know when new episodes come out as well. And we're on social media everywhere except for X, at Love and Liminal. And those links are all on that website as well. And like we said last time, we're going to be working on T-shirts soon. So
yeah,
T-shirts and hoodies. And
what do you think of our book so far? 13.
Yeah, we're reading a new book for the book talk. It's called 13. I think that's the one we drew out of
the jar.
Out of the jar. So far, I'm liking it. It's pretty good, but we'll see how where it goes. So.
Yeah, I definitely pushed off starting it, but once I did, I'm like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. So we'll see where it goes though.
Yep.
See if there's any weird twists. I think there is a weird twist coming, and I think I guessed it already. So we'll see what happens.
Usually you're right.
I'm usually close.
Close.
I get in the vicinity, but I'll figure out. Let's say the book the twist is it's a sibling. Like I figured it out, but I had the wrong person as the sibling. Like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, it's her brother. No, it was her sister. Like
yeah.
Sister, one we never knew even existed, but I figured it out.
But you figured that's a sibling.
Yeah. That's the Star Trek Star Wars. That's the Star Wars in me. Like watching Star Wars as a kid, everything goes back to a sibling. Like like Luke and Leia were siblings, and I'm pretty sure that the newer Star Wars, the two main characters are actually siblings too. So I think they just keep rehashing the sibling idea.
I was a Trekkie. I didn't watch Wars.
I watched them both.
Oh, look at you. He's flipping the hair around.
Yeah, the hair. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Bye.